All right, so this is pertaining to the area of relationships. I know, kind of out of the blue, but I kind of got the go ahead to just share this with you, okay? Do not settle. The thing is, if God has given you a standard of what to look for in a spouse, do not settle. I understand there are compromises in marriage. Yes, no marriage is perfect. We all know that. But if God has put these things, these specific things on your heart and on what to look for in a godly spouse, in a God-centered relationship, an anointed relationship, do not settle for less. All right? I had this dream a couple days ago where I had a friend of mine standing in front of me, and we both don't like each other in that way, so that's great. But it was so funny because I saw his future wife standing beside him, and she had a huge like diamond ring on her hand, and it was beautiful. But it was funny, he was asking me to marry him, and it was just like, oh, will you marry me, like kind of blah, very blah. And I actually said yes, and it was just such like a okay. I didn't even say yes, I said okay, sure. And then I ended up giving him like this Christian side hug that was just so unfulfilling on both of our ends, and you could like just that you could tell, okay? And it was so funny because if you know me, I'm not one of those people that will settle. When God has given me a vision for something, I will wait as long as it takes because I know that his promise is going to be amazing. So it's worth the wait. So for me, I know that that dream did not pertain to me. But it was funny because when God has placed these things on your heart, that is so special. And when you have a godly centered marriage, these things will explode in such a good way for God's glory, okay? And the thing is, when you are just getting married for like the wrong reasons, and when I say that, you're getting married out of insecurity, you're getting married because you're lonely, you're getting married because you're getting older and you're like, I want to have kids, you're like seeing all your friends getting married and it's really depressing. I get that, okay? But these are the wrong reasons to settle for someone. These are the wrong reasons for when you're looking for a future spouse that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. All right. And the thing is, with this person in the dream, I know where my faith level's at, and I know where his is at. And I know we would not be compatible at all. Okay. And the thing is, when you're in the race of life, and you're running towards God. This is a really good analogy. You might have heard it. You're running towards God. Everyone is at their own pace. But you know what? If I'm in my race and I'm running towards God, I need to be able to look beside me and see my man running at that same speed. He takes me by the hand and we both run together at the same speed towards God. We're chasing him together, okay? That is what an equally yoked marriage looks like. Okay, but if we got like an unequally yoked relationship, you have someone who's running the race at a certain pace, and then you have someone who's walking. Okay, this is not to put the other person down. That's just where they're at. But if you're trying to drag them along and they're gonna hold you back. They're not trying to. They might not be probably not a bad person, but you are being held back, and you're trying to pull them further when they're not ready for it, and that's not fair for them either. All right. And it was interesting because in the dream, my friend had his future wife beside him, and I was just in front of him because it's like, oh, like I can just see you, like you're the first one there, so I'm just gonna choose you. You do not want to be someone's like second choice, pretty much, right? And it's so funny because God has someone for you that is special, that you guys will be able to like inherit his kingdom on earth together, to build up the kingdom here on earth. Okay, so just because you might have even been with this person for like a really long time, and that's hard, that is hard, but sometimes you're just staying with them because you're comfortable as well, and that's not healthy as well. But I want to encourage you, do not settle for less. Go to God. If you're in a relationship right now, ask the Holy Spirit, is this person the best that you have for me? Because God promises the best for you. You are his child. He promises the best for both you and your partner, whoever they might be. But you have to be honest and be bold and brave. Put aside your fear your insecurities and say, God, is this person the best that you have for me? Be honest. And he will tell you. I know a person who did that and they were together for a long time. It's like, yeah, this is not a bad relationship, but it's not the best that I have for you. God literally said that. And he was bold enough to actually break up with, I think it was his fiance, but now he's just in the waiting. But it's so funny because it's like now, then he realizes later, he's like, yeah, no, that wouldn't have worked. See, there's so much wisdom when you are going into marriage. This is a lifetime decision. I know so many people that just got married for the wrong reasons and it just fell apart, and it was so devastating, and it was something that could have been easily avoided, but the choice of marrying these people was made out of insecurity, okay, and out of loneliness and out of desperation. I get it, okay? But to encourage you, do not settle for less. You, the man and the woman, okay? Guys and girls, you are worth you're worth like so much, and you deserve the best, both of you. And you might not be the best for each other though. So it's time to look at your relationships truthfully and ask the Holy Spirit, is this the best person that you have for me? All right, I'll leave it there.